Stop.
Family Guy has amassed plenty dark secrets over its 20-year run, and while true fans know most of them, there are some twisted facts that have gone unnoticed by longtime viewers. Here are 10 of the best ones. Number 10. What about Neil?
I'm a flag girl now. I'm way too cool to be seen with you.
Really? Not even if I smoke this corncob pipe?
While Neil Goldman's confidence can't be denied, you have to admit he's one of the most degraded characters on the show. Acne, poor posture, even Meg bullies and denies him. You'd think the writers of the show were actually targeting someone, and you'd be right. The character was inspired by one of the writers on the show, a man named Neil Goldman. But the idea to turn himself into a caricature for life wasn't Neil's idea. Rather, it was his fellow writers who found inspiration in Neil's nerdiness. Ouch. But if Neil works as a writer on Family Guy, we're sure he's got a wicked sense of humor and is probably pretty cool in real life.
How about we fire up the old Segway and find a nice quiet field to do long division in? I mean a nice quiet field in which to do long division, sorry.
Number 9. Everything Death.
Who are you? I'm Callista Flockhart. Who the hell do you think I am? I'm Death.
Death has played a major role in several episodes, but what many viewers don't know is that the hooded figure was meant to be an even bigger part of the show. The original idea was to have death be an underlying theme across the series, with each episode receiving a spooky title related to death. You can actually see this intent in Family Guy's first 4 episodes. Death Has a Shadow, I Never Met the Dead Man, Chitty Chitty Death Bang, and Mine Over Murder. The idea was inspired from Seth's love for suspenseful radio shows from the 1930s and 40s, but evidently the show decided to go in another direction. Still, the notion of this great comedy being rooted in such death is pretty twisted. Number 8. Spaced Out. It started as a strange yet funny joke, but would eventually raise some brows when allegations of predatory sexual behavior were made against famous actor Kevin Spacey.
$10, $5, $8 and I'll do it. Fine. Help! I've escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement! Help me!
While the showrunners denied knowing anything about Spacey's private predations, it's hard to believe that the joke came at random or from a psychic prediction. Number 7. A Darker Side. Not all fans know that there are actually 2 versions of Family Guy. The episodes they air on Fox, and the uncensored version that gets released on DVD and through Adult Swim reruns. While many viewers find this kinda cool and can appreciate the increased rewatch potential, this hidden side of Family Guy acts as a kind of dark mirror to the whole franchise, and it's where their darkest jokes live. Which brings us to our next pick. Number 6. Deep Throats. In the episode Deep Throats, Peter and Lois team up to win a talent show and soon find themselves taking psychedelics, which leads Brian and Stewie walking in on them on the couch in the living room. In the Fox broadcast version, Lois and Peter have underwear on.
Hi, Lois? Peter?
Brian, did you know this couch was here? It's so comfortable.
But in the uncensored version, both characters are naked, and there's even some suggestive dialogue, with Lois asking Brian if she should let Peter perform some kind of sexual act. Number 5. Robin Williams. 2 years before the famous actor's tragic suicide, Family Guy aired an episode where everything Peter touched turned into Robin Williams, which annoyed Peter so much that he tried committing suicide. While nobody claims the show foresaw the tragedy, the twisted fact here is that BBC 3 aired the episode in the UK moments before the actor's death, a moment of terrible timing, to say the least. Number 4. What's Your Emergency? 9/11 was not only a great tragedy, but one that also gave birth to some of the greatest conspiracies, as well as stranger-than-fiction true events. For those who don't know, Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of the planes that hit the Twin Towers, only missing it because of a hangover. Knowing the ties this great comedy has to a great tragedy brings about all sorts of strange feelings. Number 3, More Than We Knew. You probably know about Peter Griffin Jr., who Peter shook to death, and you might also know about April Thelma Griffin, Peter and Lois's youngest daughter, appearing in a fandom episode in season 15. But did you know that the Griffins had another 3 hidden kids on top of that? Here's the guy stuck in the theater seat.
This should tide you over for a while. I'll come back as soon as I can.
She's not coming back, you know.
How do you know that?
'Cause she's my mom, too.
Stewie's twin brother Dave, who died in childbirth.
One more to go, and here he... Oh dear.
Oh no, did Dave not make it?
And finally, there's Stewie's funny brother, who makes an appearance up at Thelma Griffin's funeral.
But I'm not going to die.
What do you mean? Of course you are.
I'm not going to die, Brian. I'm like Jim Belushi. I am worried about my funny brother, though. Food fight!
That's a total of 5 extra kids, all existing in relative secret under horrid circumstances. Number 2, Not the Right Change. Many fans noticed a drop in the show's quality over the years, and this may actually be the reason why. In a Reddit thread, Seth MacFarlane admits that though he still voices his regular cast of characters, he stopped writing for the show years ago. While Seth was very honest and forthcoming, many viewers were left feeling like they'd been lied to. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments.
You're a phony! Hey, this guy's a great big phony!
Number 1, Boston. Most of us have seen the episode where Peter drives through the Boston Marathon, and most of us know that in a moment of terrible timing, the real-life event took place shortly after the episode aired. But what many viewers don't know is that there was a video posted on the internet, and it came in the form of a distasteful hoax. Seth MacFarlane voiced his disgust towards the video on Twitter, showing that even Family Guy, with all its dark humor, knows where to draw the line. If you like this video, you'll probably like this one too. Click the thumbnail to check it out, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want more Family Guy in your day. Thanks for watching.